What's up, guys? This is Holland with the Wolverine.com and On Three, and we're back with another signee spotlight. This time featuring Michigan wide receiver signee Jamar Browder. Jamar, it is National Signing Day. What does it feel like to officially become a Wolverine?
Feels good, blessed.
Definitely. So before we dive into Michigan, obviously we'll talk a lot about Michigan. Just tell me a little bit about your recruiting process. It was kind of interesting because you committed to NC State, flipped to Michigan late, but just talk about the whole journey of your recruitment.
It's been a stressful blessing, blessed to have these opportunities, but it could be stressful, picking the right option. But I feel like any option is the right option. And it's a lot of people that want to be in a position that I'm in, as well as some of my teammates and other recruits. So it's a good feeling.
So, like I said, you started off by committing to NC State. At what point did Michigan start to become a real factor in your recruitment?
As soon as they offered, honestly.
How did that come about?
Well, how did what come about? Like,
just Michigan entering the picture? Like, were you talking to them already, or was it a surprise? Like, how did it, kind of come into fruition?
Nah, honestly, we had a game in Texas. We flew to Texas, and then actually, I think I might have had the offer before Texas. I really don't know. They texted my coach because one of the coaches, the tight ends coach, I think, was at UMass, and he knew my coach. And then they got me locked in with the receivers coach. And then me and Coach Moore got a connection. I got a connection with Richard, a recruiting analyst. And then it leaked onto the wide receivers coach, Coach Bellamy. And I seen the wide receiver room, could use a little bit of help. And that's really what made me commit.
Yeah, so the tight ends coach is Steve Casula, who was at UMass. So that's interesting. I didn't know you guys had that connection. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, like you said, the recruitment got passed over to Coach Ron Bellamy, the wide receivers coach. Just talk a little bit about your relationship with him and the bond you've been able to build with him over the last couple months.
He's a great guy, honestly. I like that I'm committed to him, and as well as the rest of the staff at Michigan. He's really easy to talk to. I see him becoming a member, part of my family, a second family while I'm up there, and kind of a mentor or support system, or one of many that I may have or may not have when I'm up there. So yeah, it's really just easy to talk to him and get along as of right now.
I heard through the grapevine that you were a personal favorite of head coach Sharon Moore, that, he loved your film. Just tell me a little bit about your relationship with Coach Moore.
Yeah, honestly, that before anybody, I think that was the first person I built the connection with. I think that was the very first person I think that texted me. And honestly, like in the beginning of the recruiting, I was talking to him the most, like every day, honestly. And then I started talking to Coach Bellamy after I committed. Yeah, really, he really did play a big part in the flip, honestly. So yeah.
What do you like about Coach Moore?
He honestly, he has some of the same tendencies as Coach Bellamy. They're real chill, laid back guys that can get hype if you need them to get hype. And I really like that. They're not like over the top, always angry, or like complaining about stuff. Like they're real cool and chill. Like I feel like that's the type of person I am. So I need to be around people that are like kind of similar maybe. And I just seen that in them and I liked it.
So I know you made a visit to Michigan. I believe it was in September, and then you made another visit in November. At what point did you know that Michigan was the right spot and you were going to make that flip?
Honestly, I was really thinking about it the first day I went up there, but I had some more trips lined up after that, and I didn't really want to make any hasty decisions. Think there like with possibilities that there could be better situations out there, and then I also built a relationship at NC State, so it was kind of like just do I want to make such a hard decision and have these tough conversations with these other coaches. But eventually I just manned up. And I was like, to be honest, it's a business. So I just kept telling myself that. And I called a few coaches, and I told them what it was.
For sure. So what was it about Michigan that won you over?
Well, I mean, obviously it's Michigan, the brand, but to be quite frank, I I'll go to a low D1 if I see myself playing. So I really just see myself playing on a humongous stage, like probably the biggest stage. And I seen that I have a 80% chance to play early at Michigan. I was like, it's kind of a no-brainer, you know, biggest stage, one of the biggest stages. I can make an immediate impact. It was like a no-brainer, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously a bigger wide receiver. I believe you're 6'4", 6'5". I think, what did you measure in at Michigan? Because I heard you almost got 6'5" there.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. Yeah, I did. I think I did get 6'5".
Yeah,
But
yeah. I saw that and I was like, man, he hit 6'5". So, Michigan hasn't landed a wide receiver over 6'2" since 2022. It's not until this cycle that they got you and Jacob Washington in the class. So how excited are you to bring something different to Michigan's wide receiver room? And, how excited are you for that opportunity to potentially play early?
I mean, I'm excited regardless. Even if they had somebody my height last year, it wouldn't really make much of a difference to me. So I'm really just excited to go get after it. You know, same mindset I had last year, same mindset I had this year, you know.
How much opportunity do you see there? The wide receiver room obviously wasn't super productive this year, and just how appealing is that to you?
Um, I definitely seen opportunity. Yeah, it was very appealing, honestly. I just seen myself being able to help. That's all.
So obviously, you are an early enrollee. How much do you think that's going to benefit you?
Um, from what I hear, it's like a 6-month head start. So if I can't get on the field in 6 months, I don't think I deserve to even be there, honestly.
Well, obviously, it seems like you're setting some lofty expectations for yourself. What are some of your short-term goals, and what do you want to accomplish, maybe 3 to 4 years down the line at Michigan?
3 to 4 years, got to be in the league. But before that, the short-term goal is definitely earning my spot as the true X or in the starting rotation somewhere and making plays. So be a starter and make plays. That's what it is. Be a starter, make plays, chase the bag. Yes.
So at the time of your commitment, Michigan did not have Bryce Underwood. They now have Bryce Underwood, who's a 5-star quarterback. How excited are you to play with him, and what was your reaction to him committing to Michigan?
It's a good feeling, you know, having a good quarterback. The reaction, like I was happy, you know. I'm sure he's a good player. I don't really know too many. Like I don't know much about players outside of Florida, you know, because there's so many players down here. Like it kind of takes over my feed. So I kind of just found out about Bryce Underwood when I first got to Michigan, and they told me they were trying to get him. So I was looking forward to that, and yeah, I'm happy we got him.
Yeah, you are a South Florida guy going up to Michigan. What's that experience going to be like going far away from home, going from the warm weather to the cooler weather? How excited are you for just a different life experience?
I'm excited. Honestly, I really don't care to move. Like, I'll move to Alaska if that's where Michigan was. You know, I'm excited for change. I don't really care. I'll play anywhere, honestly.
Definitely. So, um, you are, like I said, a bigger bodied wide receiver, a guy that I think is pretty underrated as far as the rankings go. What would you tell Michigan fans you bring to the table? Kind of talk a little bit about your skill set and your game.
Um, Definitely yards after catch. And catching ability. Honestly, yards after catch and catching ability. That's how you score touchdowns. Catching the ball and making plays. That's me.
Cool. So let's do some off the field stuff. What should Michigan fans know about you away from football? Like when you're not playing football, what are some things you like to do?
I'm a at home type of guy. If I flip my screen right now, the screen went idle, but I was just watching Netflix. That's all I do. Watch. I'm not training or at practice. I'm literally in the house. I hang out with my friends, my homeboys sometimes, but like us hanging out would be getting something to eat. So I like food. I'm a big foodie. Like I go to a lot of food trucks down here. There's a lot of good food spots. Go to food trucks and watch anime, movies, like anything. Like,
Nice. What's your favorite thing on Netflix right now?
right now I'm watching Dexter. I'm kind of late on it. I'm watching that right now, and Demon Slayer just came out with a new season. I'm watching that right now. So
I need to get caught up on Demon Slayer.
yeah, I gotta watch the Umbrella Academy too. They came out with a new season. You said you watched
No,
Demon Slayer?
I haven't seen Demon Slayer, so I need to get on that.
Yeah, you should. I'm not gonna lie, and it's probably gonna open you up to some more anime if you don't like.
Nice. We're gonna go rapid fire, so just quick questions, whatever comes to mind. So let's go ahead and start off. You said you're a foodie. What's your favorite food?
Right now, probably tacos or soul food.
Tacos or soul food? Okay. What's your favorite movie?
Let's just say anime,
What if you weren't playing football? What sport would you be playing?
basketball.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete, probably. Bro, my favorite athlete. You can edit this right to make it faster.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
My favorite athlete. Damn, man. Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain. That's a random one.
Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay. Why Will Chamberlain? You didn't even see him play.
Just the things that they said he was doing, running a 4.5 at 7 foot, scoring 100 points. Just yeah, bro, crazy guy.
Okay. Last thing, if you were to take a vacation anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I really don't like the water, but
You're from Florida.
I don't even like the beach. I have a pool out back. I don't even go in that thing. I definitely get in the pool at Michigan though for rehab, but other than that, you won't see me. But I probably to get into some new things, I'll probably end up going to the lake and doing all that water sports stuff. But wait, what was the question? I forgot.
Where would you go on a vacation? Anywhere in the world?
Japan.
Japan. Yeah, because you're an anime guy. Got to go to Japan.
Japan.
Awesome, Jamar. Well, no, we appreciate you for joining us. For more on Jamar's signing and the rest of Michigan's class, you can head over to thewolverine.com. Use the promo code UM1. That's $1 for 2 months. Also, like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thanks again, Jamar.
Yes, sir.